Hello, and welcome back to the Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, where today we're getting our final stamp, and, between streams, I scoured the map with the, might shard detector thing on, and found all but one in the wild, and that last one is inside a quest giver here. I've discovered a few quests on the map marked with diamonds. I discovered all but one of the remaining heart pieces, marked with hearts. And also, this right here is a marker for a heart piece that I got off stream. There's an acorn guy there. I did his thing, he gave me a heart piece. So yeah, that's things. Yeah, found a level 3 dark nut in a cave, so that's nice. I've waited for you! Hello! Stamp Guy here! I've loved stamps since I was too dinky to blink. Now I'm a stampin' legend. Now the time has finally come. Stamps completed! What a rally finale! Standing ovation! You went the distance and got them all! When I placed the stands, many monsters and obstacles stood in my way. People, too. I'm so grateful that you put up with my vision for a stampier world. Stamp you so much! Here at the end, I'm reminded of the very beginning, my start with stamps. You see, Stamp Mama started me on my own lifelong stamp rally. She said, "Could you help your mama at home? One chore, one stamp for your card." I worked hard to help my mama, stamp after stamp. Oh, and there was a reward, too! Every stamp I've ever gotten makes me just as happy as those first ones. I started this rally because I wanted the whole world to feel that feeling. That's why I made so many stamp stands and flew everywhere to spread the joy. I brought my passion for stamps to all of Hyrule. Today, as Hyrule's stamp ambassador, I finally reached my highest heights. As promised, here's your reward. A stamp suit. I should have known. Today is a great day for you, too. Wear this to show your stamp flair and style. Ah, we're at the very end. Know what that means? Let's do the thing one last time. Remember, when I say ready, set, you say go stamp rally. Here we go. Ready, set. Right at the end. Wowie wow! I know. Don't worry. I felt your heart rally loud and clear. Well, until next our rallies cross paths, never forget the stamps we made together. So, no special effects. Also, another thing I found between streams is this. So, I can walk on ice without slipping. And I think I also found this between streams, which, hey, makes the spin attack actually useful against enemies. Also, health report. I'm like 90% back to normal. That said, still got the occasional cough and sniffle. Because of course I do. It's gotta be persistent, otherwise it's just not a real sickness, now is it? And I believe it was in this cave that I found my level 3 dark nut. But whatever. Let's go do some quests. Including the one that will get me the last might crystal. This isn't the one, though. All I have to do is catch the Deku Snake, then I'll be the richest scrub in Fair and Wetlands. I can buy all the smoothies I want. Oop, were you listening to me? Well, in that case, I have no choice. I'll make you an ally in my money-making mission. Now you know about the Deku Snake, a creature kept secret by Deku Scrubs. No one's ever caught it, so there's big money on offer if you do. Catching the Deku Snake is a quick and easy path to fame and fortune. And I know how to do it too. I'm going to use bait to lure it out of hiding. It loves electro apples, a specialty of the Fair and Wetlands. So, as my new recruit, I need you to go out and get 3 electro apples. I'm just the brains, so I'll hang back. Speaking of electro apples, I also made a bunch of smoothies. I've actually got every recipe in the game now. And yeah, I've got a bunch of smoothies just in my inventory. You got those electro apples? We'll need 3 to lure out the Deku Snake. Yep, 3 electro apples. I've got to hand it to you. You really came through. Here's your cut. What a terrible cut. Soon that Deku Snake will be all mine. And then the money will roll right on in. Smoothies galore, and when that gets old, all the finest meals in Hyrule. Though all the finest meals is a lot of meals. I'm not sure I can eat that much. What do rich people spend money on? It can't all be food, can it? Might need to give this a rethink. What really rich people spend their money on is... most of it they don't spend. Like, they just hoard it. Like human dragons. And here is the NPC that will give us our final Might Crystal. Why'd you pluck me? Couldn't you see I was hiding? I was hiding from the leaf eaters. If they eat all my leaves, I'll go pale and I'll wilt. And then I'll be dead! Ah, stop saying stuff like that. Sorry. Look, if you go into the jungle, watch out for a swarm of Mothulas. We ran into them in Southeast Fair and Wetlands. Those Mothulas, they attacked us and munched on our leaves. We got off with a few bite marks, but next time they'll eat our leaves whole. Now I'm gonna have nightmares about Mothulas. Okay, let's go take care of their Mothula problem. Over there, huh? Oh, another thing that happened between streams. I visited the sanctuary here. And the priest there said that there's an especially dangerous monster in the woods nearby. And that I shouldn't follow any especially menacing-looking footprints, or something to that effect. So I'm gonna have to go into those woods and find some menacing footprints and follow them. Also, I have a lot of money because when I was making all of the smoothies, I had to sell a lot of smoothies. So I am flush with cash. I guess I should say my goodbyes. My only regret is not drinking more smoothies. Give it a rest. You're bumming me out. You're right on time. Soon we're going to the big vegetable patch in the sky. You defeated the Mothulas? So our leaves aren't gonna get snatched? Which means we're gonna live! Hooray, life goes on! I'm going to drink smoothies by the bucket! You've been a good friend to the Deku Scrubs. Here, have this! There we go, the final Might Crystal. Thanks for saving us. I love being alive. For the record, most of the might crystals I hadn't found were out in the open, just like under a rock or a bush that was out of place. The toughest one to find, or the last one that I found out in the open, was here. On this cliff. Because you can't drop to it from up here. And it's way high, so climbing to it from here was difficult until I remembered, hey, wait, Crawlchula, and then it took me straight up. But it was very high. But let's go turn in that last might crystal. I received word from the king that the enemy made an echo of you, princess. No time to waste then. We need to get you to the prime energy and quickly. Oh, I guess we have to check this out. That's it. There's nothing more I can enhance for you. But if you bring me 25 might crystals, I'll make something I think you'll like. Well now, seems you've got 25 might crystals. I could use them to make something I'd think you'd really like. What do you say? All right, I'll take these and make you something extra special. I'm guessing it's going to be an accessory. Yes, Outlander, I am an FF14 player. Though my subscription is currently lapsed, I tend to let it lapse once I've seen all of the content in a raid tier and gotten a full set of gear. Phew, it's ready. I've placed it outside the house, so take a gander at it later. It's loaded with power from the might crystals. What is it, a statue of me? No, it's a might crystal statue. Okay, so it's just a statue that I can touch to refill my sword juice. That is far less useful than I was hoping. I was hoping we'd get something, like, actually valuable. Let's go get some hearts. Oh, also while I was off stream, I found an Ice Whiz robe. So we've got that now. Okay, we've got swim speed up on. This heart was under a bomb rock. Just way out here. So got that. Yeah, Outlander, FF14 has a very slow start. Very slow. I'd say once you're at, like, level 30-ish, it picks up. But even then, the base game, A Realm Reborn, nowadays is not the most impressive. Like, it's very necessary to set up all of the plot stuff that lasts basically until the end of Endwalker. And all of the expansions have great plots. And they have A Realm Reborn as their foundation. So it's not like you can say, like, oh, just skip A Realm Reborn and you're good, because that is an option if you pay money. But, like, consider A Realm Reborn as setting the foundation, and they don't even really start that until level, like, 20 to 30. But no, I fully understand not being super into FF14 at first, because literally when I first started playing it, way back when, I started playing when it was in beta for the PS4 version. And I remember my first thoughts being, wow, I prefer World of Warcraft. If I could... Like, this game's prettier than World of Warcraft, and if I could buy a version of it that had no enemies in it and was just for the aesthetics, I'd probably like that more. But now, like, once it gets going and is one of the best stories in gaming. And I mean, like every MMO, as you level, you're gonna get more buttons to press, which makes the game more fun to play, too. Instead of just sitting around pressing the same button repeatedly. Though, hey, it's better than freaking FF11, which I played for a few hours before just stopping entirely. FF11 I did not play to endgame, that's for sure. Because FF11, it was definitely a first attempt at a Final Fantasy MMO. And it had issues. Oh, it's you again, Miss Princess Lady. Hey, I've thought up a Zol no one's ever seen before. All of the Zols you've showed me up to now are really cute, but there's gotta be a Zol that's really out there. And I mean like cute and flashy. If you ever find an out there Zol, show it to me. There's gotta be a cute and flashy one. There it is, that's one. Whoa, it sparkles. This one's not even in my encyclopedia. Where'd you find it? You're saying a person made it? I guess they must know even more about Zols than I do. Thanks a bunch, Princess. I'm gonna pay you back with my treasure. Take care of it, okay? Oh. Well, there we go. We've got all the hearts in the game. When I grow up, I'm gonna study lots and lots about Zols. I'll make friends with Zols all over Hyrule and become a Zol expert. Oh, I also did one quest off stream, but I hope you'll be able to forgive me. It was right here. There was a guy who's like, hey, the road's blocked. I can't get through to the ranch. And so I used my ability to move boxes and boulders. Moved them right there to unblock the road. Talked to him again, and he's like, whoa, thanks. And that was the whole quest. Yeah, FF11. For starters, if you played a class that wore leather armor, you would basically be stuck wearing bondage gear for the first 15 levels. It covered almost nothing. I played a monk in that game for the brief time I played. And when it comes to abilities, for the first several... Hey, look, footprints that look especially menacing. For the first several levels, the abilities that I had access to, there was one. If memory serves, it was a 5-minute cooldown, and it, like, increased my auto attack speed by 50%. So I had no buttons to press. It was just auto attack the game. That looks like an especially dangerous creature. Do we have any ranged guys that cost not too much? Like, if I get a bunch of spear moblins and just hold him in place, would that not be, like, super simple Lionel defeat? Yeah. I can't hold him in place. Ow! I can't block him. Okay. Time to re-strategize. We can quick spin in this game. Ooh. Dude costs 5 even with the discount that we apparently have. So, even if I got this guy earlier, I wouldn't have been able to use him until I got all 6 triangles. There we go. We got a Lionel. Yeah, another thing about FF11, I had played World of Warcraft first, which really kind of ruins all other MMOs of the time for you. If you did that, because there's a reason World of Warcraft became the most popular MMO of all time at the time. Because it was just so much better than all the rest. Yeah, FF11, when you're wandering around the world, the enemies do not have levels displayed. What they have instead is, if you look at an enemy and you target the enemy and you type /check, it will give you your character's estimate of how they will fare against that enemy. Like, oh, it looks like a decent challenge. A decent challenge being, you can take this on solo and be fine. It's like, you gotta actually maybe pay some attention, but you'll be okay if you take it on solo. Until you hit level 10, at which point the game starts assuming you are in a party all the time forever, and a decent challenge becomes a decent challenge for a full party. And then there's the fact that in FF11, if an enemy aggroes to you, you can't just click it and start attacking. No, you have to click it, then open your combat menu and select the unsheath button from the command, the unsheath command in the combat menu, like turn-based combat style menu. It's a list of things. There's like, it was really lame, and it sucked because if an enemy ever aggroed to you, it was going to get a few hits off on you before you could do anything in return. It was terrible. I hated it. Wait a sec. Before we finish things, let's actually go have our last dream thing. Because, I mean, we are going to get something out of that. We might as well do the boss rush of all the bosses before we go fight, or do the final dungeon thing. Outlander, I'm pretty sure the reason the stance command that swaps you between sheathed and unsheathed is there is actually just for RP. Good job, Lionel. So apparently we can just yank that out. That's something that I have learned from not my own experimentation. Dude slapped my Lionel away. So that's one boss down in 30 seconds. But yeah, you'll find if you keep playing FF14 that there are a lot of features in the game that are purely there for RP purposes. Do Lionels work underwater? They do not. Wish I could keep up with this guy a little better. Well, that's guaranteed damage. So is that. That's a move I've never seen before. And yet, 'tis avoidable. Pretty sure Mogriff here is my favorite of the new bosses. And already we're in phase 2. And I need to rescue a statue or else make my own. And I'd rather rescue one. Let's go ahead and drink one of these. We could use the energy. And we're not going to need flippers anymore, so let's get those off and get these quicksand shoes on. I was hoping that targeting him would allow me to do sword beams vertically. And I guess we're relying on Elephant this time. Wow, he's one hit away from dead. Okay, so now that we're in here, I have this chili potion for a reason. And that wasn't the reason. That's the second time that I've just jumped straight into the lava, thinking that I could jump far enough to reach that platform in the middle. So I believe now he's going to be down here. How do Lionel's fare on fire? Seems just fine. Oh, he's over on the other side. Yeah, Lionel, I don't think that's going to work. I don't have the range to get to him at present, but... Ow. You know, I was hoping we would be able to do better than just this. Okay, now he's probably going to be down here. I need to stop falling in there. Legit, if I don't have sword beams, that is the worst spot he could spawn, because there's no way I can put a lava rock close enough to be able to actually reach him. So I have to rely on arrows, which aren't exactly strong. Okay, this, I'm guessing, is going to be the last cycle. Fireproof potion did help. I wouldn't have been able to stand on this platform without it. Also, his fireball spit was reduced from doing damage to just doing knockback, so yeah. Okay, Goma time. We are well aware that one of the best things to use against Goma is Electric Wizrobe. I wonder... Okay, sparks do not go up walls. If they did, sparks would have been a great option, but they don't. So, Electric Wizrobe, do we have Electric Keys available? Well, I mean, I know we do. The question is where. They cost 3, so I don't believe I can summon. Unless I summon 2 instead of this Wizrobe, but I'm pretty sure the Wizrobe's better. Mainly because it can actually hit 2 of the parts at once, if it gets the right angle. Okay, phase 2. Okay, sparks are not helpful. Buzz Blob, likewise, not helpful. Right, I need to use my quick spins because they exist. Dude, quit missing. Goma down. So now we've just got, yeah, this guy. Whose name I forget again. Something Scorch? Frost Scorch? Scorchill. Okay, so we want Fire Wizrobe, but what we also want is to take one of these and to unequip those and to, yes, equip these. It felt like my, my shoes weren't stopping me from slipping while I was in sword fighter mode. Maybe it was just my imagination. Oh. So unlike the last time we fought this guy in a boss rush, he actually has been changing elements in this final phase. And that's the end of the boss rush, isn't it? No, we've got Ganon on this one. Ooh. Okay, that's turned this into a real thing. We've definitely got enough healing to last. Hopefully we've got enough sword juice as well. Our Lionel did nothing. Okay, phase 2. Well, our Lionel can actually get hits, that much is clear. The bats don't make sword juice anymore. Okay, I need to do quick spins if I'm gonna hit him, apparently, because... Do I have another fireproof thing? No, yes! So what we just saw was a case of the Pro Controller's D-pad still being bad. Phase 3? Right. Let's do this. Actually, no. Keeping the Lionel there as a distraction for the bats is still helpful. Get some distance. Oh, good job, Lionel. Phase 4? I forgot there was a phase 4, if there even was one. There we go. Another advantage I had this time versus last time. Way more hearts. Open your eyes. Oh, well done. Only 10 minutes, 25.66 seconds. That's even faster than the goal time I gave you. You've reached the end of the slumberer's path. I have no more dreams for you. As a little graduation present, take this handy-dandy outfit. So that's how we get the green tunic. And speed like that makes you quite the power napper. Performance like that deserves a special reward. Egg. Z. You are now a master of the Slumber Dojo, the ultimate snorier. But you will always be my precious student and more than welcome here. Yeah, Hero Mode Ganon, when we fought him originally, was rough. Much less rough now that we have a bunch of hearts. And fully powered up weapons and Lionels and all that. But at the time, he was very rough, and I actually very much appreciated it. It was a great fight. We don't get fights like that in Zelda very often. But hey, now It's time to actually go finish this. Into the triangle! I'm sensing something really unpleasant through here. Is this what it feels like to be afraid? But everything will be fine so long as I'm with you, Zelda. All right, let's go. We need to go after the rest of the Prime Energy. Yes, we need to reclaim the other 2 Triumph Forks. I sensed Null back when they attacked you, Zelda, and I'm sensing that same presence now. I think that dark mass in the distance may be Null. The Prime Energy must be up ahead. Come on, Zelda. Digging the creepy music. So Lionels work for P-Hats, but they take some damage, making them not the ideal choice. I guess our goal is to just get to the end here, rather than find anything inside the rift, so... no real need to explore everything. Just have to go until I can go no further. Trying to summon a cube when I'm just a little too far forward gets me every time. Oh, hey. Legit did not expect to find a waypoint out here. Oh, hey, nope. Right, because we equipped it in a dream. Honestly, knockback spin isn't really that important. Let's get this energy belt. So we can do things like this. Only better. Okay, I kind of hate freezers. Also, we absolutely lost energy in that exchange. Gained energy in that exchange, though. Really didn't need to do a spin jump there. Because apparently doing a spin before you jump does get you an extra little bit of distance. The prime energy. So you were the hero after all. Hey, it's him. It's Link. We finally found him. Well, here you are. I didn't have time to deal with you earlier. I know she made a Zelda sound, but her text box sounds like the voice I am giving her, so that's what she gets. But I suppose I'll make the time now. All of the prime energy has gathered here, and the great null will consume it. Okay, time to fight Zelda Echo. This is not the first time we've ever fought Zelda in a Zelda game. But I think it is the first time we've ever used a sword against her, like, actually hitting her with a sword. We've reflected projectiles at her plenty, but I don't recall ever using a sword against her. Zelda, you fool, you've given me platforms. Oh, clever, using the drip platoon to make the Buzz Blob have an AoE electric effect. Oh, she's got multiple level 3s. How does she get to summon so many more echoes than I do? Ow. My life. Let's see, what is my most expendable gold? I guess that. Actually, probably would have been this one, huh? Yep, really should have used the electric proof one. And now to hydrate. Oh no, there she goes with the prime energy. Link. Figured that would work. It worked for us. Link, you're not hurt. You're all right? I'm glad. So the hero of legend and the priestess of wisdom are you two. And the prime energy resides in you, Zelda and Link. Null absorbed the last one. Each part of the prime energy is incredibly potent, so we have to take Null down. We've all got to work together to take back the prime energy from Null. Oh, but Link, you're unarmed. We can't defeat Null like this. Zelda, let's give Link his weapons he recovered. But they're mine! I spent so much upgrading them! What am I gonna use sword juice for? Okay, let's give Link his weapons and defeat Null together. Will you give him his weapons now? When you return his weapons, you won't be able to use them anymore. Also, I feel like once we go inside, there won't be any backing out. Are you ready to head in? Alright, let's rearm Link. But they're mine! It's time. Link, you could have just done a quick spin. Come on. So this is the inside of Null. The prime energy is just ahead. Zelda, Link, let's go. I don't like not being able to enter sword fighter mode. I also don't like that they keep on mobbing me. Link, do something. Dude had to wait for all of the enemies to be out. Where's my electric Wizrobe at? Was it only able to make a Lionel because I've made Lionels? Because I think I've only ever seen those recreate enemies that I've been able to make, so, like... I guess I'm sorry, Link. Uh-oh, do we have to... Yep, we have to split up. Oh, no. I guess for now we'd better split up. And here I was thinking that we'd have to, like, grab him from across the way and then, like, have him carry us across gaps and vice versa, but nope. Okay, so we need something that can hit that. Get it. Good job nodding at the wall, Link. I see Link has to deal with freezards, but he's doing fine. Hey, Lionel, maybe actually attack the thing. Link is better than a Lionel, confirmed. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. Beds do not have to be aligned with the grid, which allows us to make much longer bridges than I had been making. Nice double. I wonder. Okay, so windproof doesn't stop me from getting lifted by wind. And now we need to find a way up from here. Thankfully. Oh. Maybe not thankfully. There we go. Ranged summoning still came in clutch. Oh, hi, Link. We gotta help our buddy. Need something tall. You can make that. Dude. You can make that jump. But fine. Okay, apparently we need to get him over to the right. Oh, you know what? Or no, we can't. We can't grab him and then Kralchula up. But you know what we can do? We can grab him and swim up. Or we would be able to if things were a little different. I don't think I can actually grab him from that distance. Okay, tell you what, Link. You swim up your damn self? Right, we can't do ranged summons of water blocks and have them auto stack. Okay. New plan. Shrub there. Shrub there. Now we just need to get him up. Oh, what if we just plat boom it? Get on, Link. I was making it way more complicated than I had to. Heck, I probably could have used a Strantula. What, was that our last challenge? Zelda, if you keep letting him go off on his own like that, at some point we're gonna run across an echo of him and you won't be able to blame anyone but yourself. This is giving Windfish Egg vibes. Jumping down to fight Nightmare. The priestess of wisdom and the hero. I see you intend to interfere. How vexing. Then again, you've come here and brought the prime energy directly to me. The goddesses, they have taken everything from me. Now I will use their power to take it all back. Ah, so this is the prime energy. I am overflowing with power.
Note that Kushara did not get pulled into the void, which means she still won't be able to see Tri.
Null is creating massive rifts. The towns, everyone's being pulled in. I understand now. I understand all that is the prime energy. Yet it is insufficient. I hunger for more. I must have everything.
Stop auto-advancing the text!
I must have all of the prime energy. Give it to me.
Oh, it's like an evil Tri. Lionel. Lionel again. Lionel again. I wish I could be a more active participant in the final boss game. Like, part of what made the game so far as fun as it was is the fact that we could have both a passive and an active component to our battling strategy. We summoned monsters and also actively did things as Zelda in Sword Fighter form. But now the game says, no, you have to be a purely passive participant. You summon things and that's your whole job. You don't get to do anything else. Like, if Link wasn't here and I was using his weaponry, while also having my Lionel do stuff, this fight wouldn't just be summon a thing and wait. How did they manage to screw this up for the final battle? We had such a good thing going on, and then they're like, no, for story reasons, you have to lose half of your kit for the final battle that is supposed to be climactic and dramatic and fun. I swear, if Ganon ends up being the most fun fight just because we get to be the most active and it's the fight that matters the most, how we perform, I'm gonna be disappointed because it happened in the freaking halfway point of the game. Well, maybe not the halfway point, but still. Okay, we need to heal or else we are going to use a fairy. So let's get that winding speed up. You know what? Where'd my guy go? Oh, we can't have the Roboblin and the Lionel out at the same time? Or is it just that the Roboblin goes away when touched? Okay, Lionel, Roboblin. We can have them out at the same time. He just goes away when touched, okay. So the Roboblin is basically worthless in this fight. If we could have actually had two things going at once, it would at least be slightly more interesting. Okay, so that's 3 phases down. And are we getting a total form change? Not enough. I must have more.
Null is trying to escape. Hurry.
Uh-oh. Make me play as Link. Oh, are we just in Zelda mode waiting for Link to come to our rescue? Is Null gonna make its own tri-rods? We actually have to breathe in here? Oh, it's making boss echoes. That's not ideal, is it? Stab. Okay, the level 3 Lizalfos does get rid of those hands immediately, but it doesn't do anything until they have, or until it has reached the ground or touched a surface, which is not ideal. There we go. Please let this phase be over forever. I want to be done swimming. I should have equipped my fast swimmy shoes. My Zora flippers. So we weren't waiting for Link to come save us. We were going to Link's rescue, I guess. Though he already rescued himself. Well, with a glow like that, this has to be the final phase, yeah? I'm not a fan of how the Lionel, after a few attacks, decides to just take the long way. to get back to its target. I wonder if it's like winding up for some big attack. Because like, look at him, he's just running around. And no, he just did a charge attack, which doesn't seem to be really any more powerful than him just doing his regular attacks. Okay, just one hand left. No hands left. Hit the thing. Yay, it's been hit. Oh, we're making it less substantial. Okay, you know what? Since I don't have energy, that's useless to us. Let's actually whip out the knockback spin. Windproof, I don't think, is helping us here. So let's whip out knockback reduced. Okay, knockback spin does not work against these Dark Knight Echoes. I need a little bit of health. Let's be electric immune. Lionel, please. 3 Ganons! Thankfully, we don't have to actually fight those Ganon Echoes. They're just there to attack once and be done. Two Ganons. Out. 3 Ganons. Out. You know what? Iceproof has shown its value. Hey, he's out of hands. Cracking a little further. I'm guessing we go through one more phase and we're good? Ow. I bet it would be nasty if I let myself get grabbed by the grabby claw. Ooh, you know what? We do not need this. But if I were to equip this and not get grabbed by the grabby claw, and then whip out my Roboblin, he can actually get value here. How much winding does this guy actually need? Oh, he can move. He just chose not to before, I see. Okay, so this is clearly a case of burn the webs for a more pleasant time going forward. Link, you might want to get off there. Ow. I've had enough of these Ganons. Lionel, get out of the way. We need you on this arm. I'm ice-proof. Does that mean I'm invulnerable to these? Nope, nope. Just means I don't get frozen. And we got more Ganons. And also this guy to deny us the center of the arena. Ow. That was actually really rude. Okay, he's out of hands. Oh, I'm supposed to yank it out, aren't I? Gimme. So we're just gonna let it float there while he's still very much alive? Touch it quick, Zelda. Give it to me. Give it to me. Kind of cute that they put that main quest complete thing there, but also felt a little too casual for the situation.
Zelda, the rifts will disappear, and your world will return to a state of peace. Me and my friends came here to heal an injured world. Now that Null isn't around creating rifts, everything will be okay. With Null gone, there's no need for us anymore, so we will return to the goddesses to slumber. This is where we part. What's wrong, Zelda? Hyrule is back to normal, and me and my friends have finished our work here. But you seem like you're not happy. Oh, I understand now. We won't be together anymore. And that's kind of sad, huh? Zelda, when I look at you, I feel all warm inside. I think I want to tell you about this feeling. I'm feeling thank you. Cute. I didn't understand this feeling before, but I do now. I have to go. Zelda, I'm grateful to have known you. Thank you.
Time for a purely silent outro? At least Link isn't saying he's so hungry he could eat an Octorok. As far as we know, he's still mute. So does the king get to be the king simply because he is the biggest human? Or is he the biggest human because he is king? Link just gestured as if he was talking. Link, did you get your voice back? Because canonically, this Link was rendered mute after he got taken away by a rift as a kid. But I guess he can talk now. That must be what everyone got surprised about, because they didn't expect him to talk. But it wasn't the first thing he said, so it was really more like a thing he said surprised them. What did Link say? Anyway, this game was real good. Like, way better than I expected it to be. I wish we could have been a more active participant in the final boss fight, though the later phases did at least make it more interesting with having more things to deal with at any given time. But like, as a whole, it was kind of cute that they reused the Link to the Past world. I kind of wish it was a fully new world, but having it just be, like, an expanded reference rather than just the exact same world again for a third time. Like, yeah, it could have been worse. Because, yeah, if the entire world was just the A Link to the Past world, and that was the end of it, it would have been really lame, because we already got that world in A Link to the Past and A Link Between Worlds. But then they added, like, double the total area by expanding it at the edges, which made there be more things to see, more things to discover. And even in the places that we had seen before, they didn't reuse... Well, for the most part, they didn't reuse dungeons or anything. Like, the Eastern Palace was used for a mini-boss. But, like, we were going to new places in the existing world and also to new places around the existing world. So we were still mostly seeing new stuff, which I appreciate. And yeah, exploring around the world is fun. Summoning echoes is fun. Turning into sword fighter mode is fun. The frog ring is the best. And yes, Outlander, this was straight up a new Zelda game made by Grezzo. I also like that the majority of bosses were not reused, and the ones that were reused were done in unique and interesting ways. Like Volvagia. This was an entirely new Volvagia. It still had echoes of the previous Volvagias, pun semi-intended, I guess. But it was a new way to fight a familiar boss. The new Goma was not as good as the new Volvagia, but it was still new. The new Ganon was great, even though he was probably the least changed of all the returning bosses. The fact they brought Smog back, a deep cut that was very appreciated. Oh hey, Darstan got his own picture. But yeah, this was a really good game. It respected the series' history, but didn't repeat it, for the most part. And legit, I hope we get another of these. Though I kind of also hope that before we get another of these, we get another, like, actual full-on traditional 2D Zelda. Because there's absolutely room for a 2D Zelda game where, you know, each dungeon has a new item for us, and we use the dungeon items to unlock new places and stuff. Like, there is very much, there is room for Zelda games like that. But as long as we're getting top-down Zeldas in addition to the modern 3D Zeldas, it's good. There's 100% room for those two aspects of the series to exist alongside one another because they scratch different itches. Also, apparently, freaking for Link's Awakening, they gave us a pseudo-Zelda maker. And apparently they were trying to make an actual Zelda Maker game, but then they stopped and made this instead. So this is twice now we've almost gotten a Zelda Maker. It's only a matter of time. Like, come on. Give us a Zelda Maker. I think the reason they aren't giving us a Zelda Maker is because while people fondly remember the dungeons and whatnot, another big part of Zelda is exploring the overworld to find things and people and all of that. And the fact that, like, even the least story-focused Zelda games have still had NPCs that say things and give hints. I think that's the whole reason we haven't gotten a Zelda Maker yet, is because Zelda is about exploration and puzzle solving, but there's always NPCs to at least give hints as to the puzzles, if not to present entirely new puzzles. A Zelda game with no NPCs would feel very barren. And sure, the dungeons are what people remember very fondly. And for good reason. Zelda dungeons are great. But they're not all there is to the series. And I think that fact that dungeons are not all there is to a Zelda game is the whole reason we haven't gotten Zelda Maker. I tried talking to that cat. It's been in Zelda's room the whole time. It just says that it's doing a good job guarding our room so we don't have to worry. Oh hey, we still got the tri-rod. Good game. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Also, with the fact that Tri left Zelda in the end, does that mean we're going to get a direct sequel to Echoes of Wisdom that takes place in the new land of Termina? The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Mask, as Zelda goes to try and find Tri again? Anyway, let's press any button. Hey look, it puts us right at the point of no return. But we don't have to go back because I already got all the things. As far as I'm aware. I believe I got all the costumes. I believe I got all the accessories. I might have missed one or two, but they're just accessories. Yeah, we got all the stuff. I think I got all the echoes too. Could be wrong on that one, but I think I did. So yeah. We got a star. I'm guessing that just means we've beaten it. But, yeah, good game. I liked it. It was fun. I'm glad I played on hero mode. It made it an appropriate challenge in a lot of places. The teeth are kind of taken out of hero mode by the existence of like 20 smoothie slots in our inventory. But if we don't over-rely on smoothies, it makes the game quite challenging. Or if we're not like fully stocked up. The Ganon fight we had during the story was great because of that. Like, it was just a real battle. But anyway, that's it for this game. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing. And I will be back tomorrow when we're going to start in on Pokemon Emerald. See you then, friends.